Hey there. So this is the Anonymous T podcast. This is the backup channel to my main channel, Anonymous T. I'm going to be posting here more, doing more uploads here. I just as backup in case anything ever happens to my channel. Plus, I wanted to do some other content that I don't get to talk about on my main channel that I still want to talk about here. So I want to discuss Love Island UK. Because there is a lot of drama that I have not even had an opportunity to get into. First of all, Tyreek and Ella are both in LA, and America loves Ella. She has been featured in the Source magazine. She's been featured in Page Six. She's been featured in all these publications because she was, invited to attend the Kylie Cosmetics event launch, what have you. She attended that. She had some type of interaction with Chris Brown. And then she also attended Bryson Tiller's album listening party. And so she is all over the headlines. A lot of people are giving her a lot of positive press. And I think, if Ella could do it, I think she would live in LA. I think she would live in LA. I think the thing would be for her, she would probably be homesick, missing like her family and her close friends and all those things. But she could do it because it really seems like people are very fascinated with Ella. And I think, she would be able to book all kinds of gigs and all of the things. And it would be incredible for her. Now, on the flip side, there's Tyreek. Tyreek, is also in LA, but he is there with Philly because he had, I think, VIP tickets or whatever to attend the Rolling Out Loud festival. So they should be flying back either today or tomorrow, depending on how long they're going to have their stay in Los Angeles. But that's not the conversation people care about. People are still wondering whether or not Tyreek and Ella are actually still together because they haven't officially announced a breakup. But we have got a breakup that was announced regarding Molly and Zack from season 10. But nobody should be surprised. I mean, it was long distance. The whole tattoo fiasco, Zack calling everybody broski, him making the comment on the show that he was not going to be serious about any girl until he finds a girl that he doesn't want to cheat on. So that told me everything I needed to know, that this was going to last as long as it needed to. And then, I said I gave it 6 months to a year. They lasted about 7 months. So there's that. We're still a few months away from a new season of Love Island as we just concluded the All-Star season. So back to Tyreek. The Shade Borough seems to have trackers on Ella and Ty because I have never seen it to this level of obsession with Islanders. There is unhinged fans, there's unhinged territory, there's invasive fans, there's people who do too much. But literally, if Tyreek goes to the restroom, there's a post on the Shade Room about it, or not the Shade Room, a version of the Shade Room, the Shade Borough, about it, and it's getting exhausting. So there was a post a couple of days ago when everything went viral with Ella meeting Kylie, meeting Kris Jenner, Tyreek's liking the post, and then also there was another post where they're trying to insinuate something's happening between Ella and Chris Brown when really it's not the case. They're literally going to the same event, which is an album release listening party. There was nothing to see there. Chris Brown was with all of his security. Ella was trying to get her friend together and all of the things so that they could get into the elevator. However, Tyreek left some comment, I land in 4 hours and then it's my turn with prayer hands. And I was like, oh no, this is not going to end well because some people are like, oh, that's just Ty's personality. But there are a lot of people who interpret that to have a negative connotation and have a negative connotation as it pertains to Ella because Tyreek made a similar comment when Ella came back with Ouzy from Casa Amor. Which brings me now to Ouzy, who has decided to insert himself into whatever is or isn't going on between Ty and Ella, right? So Ouzy, the Islanders use Snapchat quite a bit. And for whatever reason, I do not know till still to this day why they always like to broadcast some of the troll questions that they get. I think, they're thinking to themselves, hey, if I show you how crazy some of these fans are, you guys will get off my back and all of the things. But also, you can choose to ignore this. Like we're not in elementary school. We understand that there's haters. We understand that there's people who are stalkers, who are trolls, who are going to say inappropriate things. But for you to choose a question about Tyrella and their relationship status and all these things and making basically a comment to make it seem as like you're confirming that they're no longer together, then deleting that snap, then you're getting caught up in the comments of a post, and here's the thing. You're getting so caught up in the comments of a post that you answer under your real verified account, the actual thing you were supposed to say on your burner account. And then you hop into the burner account, which I believe was like a Love Island Fan 2024 account. How original. But again, that's how these fan pages are. And I've told you guys, a lot of these fan pages, do not be surprised if they are run by the actual person themselves or somebody close to them. But nonetheless, he literally responded, and it was like copy and paste of the same thing. And then people did some digging, and on some previous posts of Ouzy's, he's up here, liking posts. He's up here under his burner account, calling him a god on his burner account, hyping up Ouzy on his burner account, saying, I don't know Ouzy personally, but I think he's a good guy, even though it's you that's actually making the statements. But the controversy regarding this burner gate situation was the fact that he liked a post that somebody basically was saying, hey, you need to go get your girl Ella, get on a plane, go out to LA, go get your girl Ella, and he liked that post. So that's what caused all of this, right? So eventually he unlikes it, but again, like I said, he's trying to post under his, burner account, but it's really his real account, to make it seem like, he's not being malicious, he's not trying to be messy and this and that, and all of the things, because he's always trying to hype up Ty and saying Ty is his guy. So nonetheless, there's this big scandal. Everybody is talking about Ouzy, basically getting exposed. His burner's exposed. He's exposed for doing a little Kevin Durant type of a deal. And so his management, that sounds like a very new management, because I recall that Ouzy used to be with Katie's management until that completely fumbled when he was exposed for cheating, and they literally were just at an event together. I don't understand how you fumbled that. You could have at least rolled that out for 6 months, got you some brand deals, got you some opportunities and all of the things, and it would have been good press for Katie as well, because she was getting all that press about the alleged boyfriend that she had. So it was a mutually beneficial thing. But the moment that you messed up, Katie was like, I'm washing my hands of this. You're done. And not only are we done, you are done with the same management company that I have as well, that is getting me all of the bags. So that was very interesting. That was very telling. And here we are. So there is this management company that seems to only have Ouzy and Jake as their client. So I don't know if it's their company, but they had released a statement, you guys. They released a statement the following day, basically insinuating that the burner account and Ouzy's real account, that many people have access to it, and that the purpose of the burner account is to combat all the hate that the Islanders get, and that the fan account is supposed to promote positivity and is supposed to, promote positive engagement on Ouzy's posts, and to combat the haters. But the thing is, you guys, Ouzy doesn't receive hate. So it's like, he's not one of the Islanders that people are obsessed with, like Ty. Now, if you said this about Tyreek, I'd be with you, because Tyreek definitely gets hate. But Ouzy, since nothing manifested with him and Ella, and all this weird stuff is coming out about him, people are not checking for him. So therefore, they'll check for him when he interacts with other Islanders, or other Islanders will shout him out. But outside of that, unless you are a follower of Ouzy's accounts to see what he is up to, you're not going to know. And there's no reason for you to troll. And the reason they also trolled was because literally the other day, Ouzy was saying how much Tyreek is his guy. And I just still find it hilarious to this day that Tyreek immediately made sure to make Ouzy a bro that took your girl, and and they're still close to this day. And I don't, and it's like I come back to this because I'm thinking to myself, Ouzy probably has this burner to spy on Ella. Like that's the first thought in my mind, because he was liking Ella's post up until a point. And then he stopped, but would always continue to like Tyreek's post. And so I'm like, maybe he switches to his burner to see what's up with Ella, because how do you just accidentally like post about Ella? Unless you're still keeping tabs, is my interpretation of that. And answering questions specifically that involve Ella would lead one to believe, one way or the other, you still see what she is up to, right? So all this transpires, this new company gives like a random statement that really is a whole bunch of hogwash, but it's enough to have 5 or 10 people believe it. But the masses know what it is. They know that this was, Ouzy on both his real verified account as well as the burner. And here we are, right? So nonetheless, Ella gets wind of this at some point in time as she is living her life, and she is being Ella the sensation in Los Angeles, California, across the pond, and she unfollows Ouzy because this is too much mess, this is too much chaos. She does not want her brand to be associated with mess, right? So she has unfollowed Ouzy, and I believe Ouzy took like maybe about 24 hours or so and unfollowed Ella back on Instagram. Now, I don't know whether or not they had any conversations or if Ella said anything to Ouzy at all, or it was just a matter of these fans who, for some reason, like to be invasive and staying in the DMs of these reality stars and celebrities, and I just don't understand. Why do you guys create these troll accounts and harass people you do not know and try to spread lies about people that you do not know to make them look bad or to get them dragged in the press? There's been plenty of posts now that I'm seeing specifically on Reddit as it pertains to Love Island that are basically being set up as articles for the Daily Mail and the Sun to use to push whatever narrative they want to. So if they hate Ella today and they're going to put a whole bunch of hate comments in the chat, in the comment section, in the daily discussion thread on Reddit about Love Island, next thing you know, there's going to be an article on the Daily Mail or the Sun, fans are sick of Ella. But it's coming from people on Reddit, right, who are just voicing their opinions. This is not the opinion of the masses. Ella overall is pretty loved. It's pretty clear as day she's the it girl, and is booked and busy, and has been really nonstop since she's officially moved to London. Has been on all kinds of trips for brand deals. I believe she's going to be working with another beauty brand and having some products come out later this year. We're still waiting on the announcement for the second edit from PLT and whether or not they've renegotiated that deal, because even the executives for PLT said that they had issues trying to keep Ella's edit in stock. So say what you want about Ella, she not only has the fan base and the engagement, but anything she touches, anything she wears, any type of clothes or accessories, jewelry, purses that she puts out there and promotes, it sells out. Because everybody likes Ella's style, right? And now it's getting popular that Ella is doing as well. She is uploading more on YouTube, like Get Ready's with Me's or different things and events that she's been attending. But she is also doing a lot of tutorials, a lot of skin tutorials, a lot of makeup tutorials, and a lot of hair tutorials that is also getting a lot of buzz. So I am happy for Ella. I am happy for any of these islanders that are able to make it and succeed and do all of the things. Also now Scott is in LA. He had like a brief double date of some sort with Kat and Whitney and Locken before he took his plane and took his talents to Los Angeles. He was hanging out with Deb from Love Island USA and hanging out with Mitch from Love Island Australia. Ty was trolling and asking Scott if him and Deb were dating. Like, it was just completely out of order and completely trolling. But nonetheless, that's kind of the gist of everything, other than right now people are still stalking Ty and Ella's Snapchats and social medias to try to see whether or not they have interacted since they've both been in LA. And I want to tell you guys to rest. Leave Ella and Ty alone. Leave their families alone. Leave their friends alone. I don't care whether or not somebody unfollowed somebody's friend. That doesn't matter to me. It is irrelevant. It is, right? Because they weren't in the relationship. So why do you care? Now, if the family's completely done, then you have your answer. If these are actual day one friends, then you have your answer, right? But it seems at least there's still a lot of content on both Tyreek and Ella's TikTok that people still are trying to, sort out. Okay, are they together? Are they not together, right? But furthermore, on the opposite end, Molly deleted all of her videos that involve Zack on YouTube, deleted any type of content regarding her and Zack. And then Zack's being weird because he's like 1 minute liking comments basically celebrating the breakup, and then liking other comments basically saying that he fumbled Molly. So it's just all a mess with these Islanders. They cannot help themselves. They cannot stop tracking what the people are saying about them on social media and being exposed for burner accounts. And I know for a fact that I have probably went back and forth with somebody who was actually an Islander. Like after Ouzy's behavior and the name of his account, I know for a fact that there was probably an Islander I was going back and forth with and didn't know it at the time. So there is that. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.